makikilala ang kulturang Pilipino sa isang dayuhang gamit lamang ang isang salita. How would you introduce Filipino culture to a foreign audience using only one word?
Ipapakilala ko ang Pilipinas sa isang dayuhan, sa isang salita na simbolo ng isang perlas. Tunay, makulay, at kakaiba sa lahat. Ngayon, ipapakilala ko ito at ipapa-experience ko sa kanya kung ano ang kahalagaan ng Pilipinas at kagandahan nito ng kasaysayan. Our history is a transformational and the backbone of the future we are building. Together, let us empower one another. Let us inspire each other with transformational legacies by letting other people, especially the foreigners, experience the true power that the Philippines has and the beauty it holds. Together, let us celebrate culture by including other nationalities in the beauty and the story.
And now let's go on Alaminos, Pangasinan. Yeah, let's go on Alaminos, Pangasinan. Alaminos, Pangasinan. Mahal mo na po yan yung katanungan. Your question is, kung ikaw ay binigyan ng pagkakataon ay paglaban ng isang pagpapahalagang Pilipino tulad ng utang na loob o bayanihan, paano mo ito isusulong sa mga bagong lipunan? If given a platform to advocate for a Filipino value like that of gratitude, how would you promote it in modern society?
I think that the best way to promote the Filipino culture and values that we have here is through the platform of this Pearl of the Orient Philippines. So recently, the Bayanihan Spirit challenges us Filipinos. We have experienced challenges, calamities, and recently the Super Typhoon. But what makes me proud as a Filipino is our Filipino values. We stand tall and proud, and this makes me proud as a Filipino. Thank you. And
at ngayon naman po ang tawagin si Tarlac City. Maaari mo na kunin ang iyong katanungan. Sa konteksto na family first, paano nakakatulong ang mga Pilipinong nasa ibang bansa sa pagpapaunlad ng Pilipinas? How can Filipino abroad still contribute to nation building?
ang mga magulang na natin na nagsasakripisyo para sa ating mga anak ay nakakatulong sa pag-build ng mga kabataan para maging leader para sa ating kinabukasan. Dahil naniniwala ko na bawat kabataan ito ay natutulungan ang bawat isa at dahil sa ating mga magulang na nagtatrabaho sa abroad ay mas lalong lumalago ang Pilipinas dahil tayo ay nagpapalagan ng maayos na edukasyon at koneksyon sa ating mga anak at sila ay nagiging successful sa kanilang career. Thank you.
Maraming salamat ulit. Palakpakan natin si Tarlac City. At ngayon po, ating tawagin naman si Dasmariñas City. Dasmariñas City, now take your question. Ang iyong katanungan, paano natin mabibigyang balanse ang paggalang sa nakakatanda tulad ng pagmamano o paggamit ng po at opo at ang makabagong pag-iisip sa digital na panahon? How can we balance respect for elders with progressive thinking in the digital age.
Good evening, everyone. I believe that in our modern days, respect begets system. We should know and we should put it in our hearts that when we ask for respect, we must be ready to give it to other people as well. Using po and opo is very important in our culture, but we should not forget that our actions speaks louder than our words. So if we show people respect more than the use of po and opo, it speaks louder and it shows much more respect to our community and to our fellow men. Thank you so much.
Ngayon naman po ating tawagin sa District 4, Quezon City. You may now pick your question. Ang iyong katanungan, paano hinubog ng iyong pagka-Pilipino ang iyong sariling pananaw sa pamumuno at paglilingkod? How has being Filipino shaped your personal idea of leadership and service?
Good evening, everyone. I believe that us Filipinos is very compassionate and we have empathy towards oneself and one another. And that shaped me to who am I today. I can now say that I am ready to serve and lead wholeheartedly with my purpose and my advocacy aligned with my organization, and now I am ready to get the crown. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. District 4, Quezon City. And now let's call on Luna La Union. You may now pick your question. Ang iyong katanungan, aling mananaw ng isang bayani na patuloy na tumatatak sa iyo at paano ito maaaring maging gabay sa kabataan ngayon? Which Philippine hero's vision still resonates with you, and how can that vision guide you today?
When we think of the word heroes, we think of courage and bravery. I come from the home of the Bolivars, Luna La Union, and we are always majorly affected by dangers. And we also, apart from that, we also have the Boulevard Watchtower, which used to protect us against invaders during the Spanish era. And I believe in as Bolivars, we were always resilient. Recently, we were affected by Typhoon Edong, and our houses were damaged. But still, we chose to rise. We chose to rise amidst the challenges that we experienced. And I think that is a great value, that is a great factor in being a hero, not just being someone who's famous.
Maraming salamat. Muli, Ms. Luna La Union. And now let's go on. Nueva Vizcaya. You may now put your question. Ang iyong katanungan ay, sa mabilis na pagbabago ng mundo ngayon, paano masisiguro ng mga Pilipino ang pagpapatuloy ng ating mga natutubong tradisyon? In today's fast-changing world, how can Filipinos ensure the continuity of our indigenous traditions? Okay, ang ating katanungan muli, sa mabilis na pagbabago ng mundo ngayon, paano masisiguro ng mga Pilipino ang pagpapatuloy ng ating mga natutubong tradisyon? In today's fast-changing world, how can Filipinos ensure the continuity of our indigenous traditions?
A blessed day, everyone. I think as a Filipino, as a half Ifugao and half Ilocano, we should take a step when preserving our culture, especially the values, traditions, and heritage that we have. Because that is a gift from our ancestors that that can be passed on the next generation. Because through the advancement and modernization of our society, we can preserve it through documentation, interviewing our cultures, especially our indigenous peoples and other large communities. And from that, I think we can make and we can progress as a Filipino, as a country.
Maraming salamat kay Nueva Vizcaya. Ngayon po, tawagin natin si Makati City. We now take your question. Ang iyong katanungan, paano mo gagamitin ang anyo ng sining Pilipino tulad ng sayaw bayan, paghahabi, o pagkikwento para itaguyod ang pagkakaisa at pagmamalaki? How would you use Filipino art forms like folk dances, weaving, or storytelling to promote unity and pride?
I think the Philippines is full of artwork. This is what brings us together. Everyone, I mean, the Philippines has colorful stories, and this is what makes us bond. I truly think this kind of joy is what makes us Filipino.
Maraming salamat, Makati City. Now let's go on up Cabanatuan City. Please take your question. Ang iyong katanungan, ano ang isang kaugaliang Pilipino sa iyong palagay ay dapat ituro sa bawat paaralang Pilipino? What is one Filipino cultural practice that you think that should be taught in every Filipino school?
I think the best Filipino culture that we need to educate our youth is the respect to the elders and the po and opo. Why? Because just like a flag, when you hear someone saying po and opo, it represents the Filipino culture. And once you hear that, you know that person has a respect and has a love to its family, and it will also cause unity by empowering everyone. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Cabanatuan City. And now let's go on District 1, Quezon City. You may now take your question. Kung gagawa ka ng makabagong pambansang aral, alin makasaysayang pangyayari ang pipiliin mo at bakit? If asked to create a modern pambansang aral, which historical event would you choose and why?
It would be the lesson of having bayanihan before. In this fast-paced and modern world, the true spirit of bayanihan should not be forgotten. Rather, it must evolve with us. And we can do this by everyday acts of kindness and supporting community efforts. Because if we can learn bayanihan, we don't just move houses, we move hearts. And with bayanihan, we can ensure that we would have a true and living meaning of the word bayan. Good evening, Perla.
Maraming salamat, District 1, Quezon City. Ngayon po may aking tawagin, si Tarlac Province. You may now take your question. Bakit dapat pahalagahan ngayon ng global audience ang pamana at pagkakakilanlang Pilipino? Why should global audiences care about Filipino heritage and identity today?
Ladies and
and gentlemen, I believe before the global audience can appreciate Filipino heritage and culture, is that we Filipinos must start appreciating ours. Because the moment we start to love our own culture, our history, and our heritage, that is the moment when people will realize that we Filipinos are more than what usually are known for. We are filled with love, we are filled with bayanihan, and we can definitely change the world because our history will continue to repeat if we don't recognize our previous mistakes. Thank you.
Maraming salamat for your progress. Ngayon po ay nakatawagin mo si Cotabato Brothers. Do you have another question? Ang iyong katanungan, aling aral mula sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas ang sa tingin mo ay pinakamahalaga para sa lider ng hinaharap? What lesson from Philippine history do you believe is the most essential for our future leaders?
As a country, we have been long traded with our Asian neighbors and also colonization from different countries. And the future, or like the essential element that a leader should have, is compassion and also eagerness, because our past was forged by history, and we do not let it remind us, but we allow it to bring our strength with us. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Cotabato Province. And now let's move on to Lipa City, Batangas. You may now pick your question. Anong papel ang maaaring gampanan ng tula o panitikan sa pagpapanatili ng alaala ng kulturang Pilipino para sa susunod na henerasyon? What role can poetry or literature play in preserving Filipino cultural memory for the next generation?
As you all know, this month is Buwan Wika, and I do believe that through poetry and using our own language is an essential tool for us to not only advocate for our culture, but also be a Filipino. Because it is not only for embracing, but also empowerment on how we fought for our past. It is our present that we should live for, a present where we speak our languages, a present where we speak our freedom. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, may mga sa Batangas. Ngayon po ay tawagin si Isabela. You now pick your question. Paano mo mahihikayat ang mga Pilipino na manatiling konektado sa kanilang pinagmulan sa panahon ng social media? How would you inspire Filipinos to stay connected with their roots in the age of social media?
We can't deny that we are living in a fast-paced world. But I believe that we can pair innovation and preserving our culture. Make use of social media to promote our culture and heritage. Make use of all the platforms out there to scream out our voices, to use our voices for the unheard. And I believe if we make a voice loud enough to shake the world, then we can make a difference. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Isabela. And now, last but not the least, Taytay Rizal. The last question is yours. Kung ikaw ang magdidisenyo ng pambansang kasuotan na sumasalamin sa iyong pamana. Ano ang simbolismo nito at bakit? If you were to design a national costume to represent your heritage, what would it symbolize and why?
Well, maybe if I were to design my own clothing, I will use the Cathedral of Taytay. Because one story that I have is I am not a Catholic. And while I am doing my tourism video, it's my first time to go to the Catholic Church, and I was amazed. And not just that, I was amazed not just because it's beautiful, but because I saw humble people. I realized that people are so scared to go to the church because they are afraid to be judged. But seeing them kneeling down and being humble in the eyes of the Lord, I can see that the Filipino people are one of the very humble.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Once again, Taytay Rizal. And that concludes the question and answer portion.